What's going on, everybody? Matt Delavino here. I hope you're doing well. So today we're going to be talking about how I turned filmmaking, taking photos and videos with my friends and turning it into a business. It was something I did in my pastime for a long time. I was always recording videos, documenting, taking pictures, always. And that's because the concept of time is very important to me, and I feel like when you take a video or picture, you're encapsulating that moment. You're making it immortal in a sense, because 100 years from now, 50 years from now down the road, if you have the ability to pull up that memory, that present moment, it's a beautiful feeling. And it's also for documentary purposes. So it's like, wow, this is how it used to be, or that's how that person used to be, or talk, whatever it may be. Taking videos and pictures was always an important thing to me. I was always making videos for a long time, and then I got into fitness and I found calisthenics. Once I found calisthenics, I got very serious into fitness, and then I started going to a lot of calisthenic events. From there, I just started making highlight videos of the event or a person. The videos were just for me and for documentary purposes, just so I can share with people. I eventually started getting asked like, hey, can you make me a video? Can you make me a fitness highlight? And that was back in the day when Instagram videos were 15 seconds. So yeah, I used to make these all the time for different people in the calisthenic industry. And I met up with this group of people downtown. They were always working out the workout park, the calisthenic park downtown. And I started making videos and taking pictures for these people a lot. And then eventually they started paying me for taking videos and pictures of them and creating content for them for Instagram and social media and stuff like that. And this was back in the time when Instagram was starting to get really popular. The 15-second video era. I think check marks were a thing. I don't know, but the blue check mark is like way more serious today. Like when you see that, people just think, holy shit, that person's official. But yeah, that was back in that day. So I started through fitness. I started making so many videos for calisthenics. And then from calisthenics, I started making music videos because people that were doing calisthenics knew people that wanted music videos, and just one thing led to another. And then eventually I got picked up, I guess, by an artist, and I guess that's when you can say my filmmaking career, that's when I started to take it seriously. It was a really strange time for me. I wasn't in a financially good place. I was so hungry in my head. I always knew I wanted like something great. I wanted greatness, and I always knew I wanted to be around great people doing great things. I sold the car I had at the time. It was a 2000 Honda Civic hatchback, and that thing was the best car ever. The best. Driving that thing was so fun. It was like driving a go-kart. I sold that car to like one of my friends for 500 bucks. I took that money and I added some more money to that, and I went and bought a Canon T5i with a kit lens. The camera was like $1,000 or something at the time, but that was a big chunk of money for me at the time because, like I said, I was not in a financially great situation. I love making videos. I want to get lost in this, so I'm just gonna roll the dice. I'm gonna gamble and just see where it takes me. So someone recommended this artist to me because I was an upcoming videographer. They wanted me to do behind the scenes and take pictures at events that she was doing, and I said, yeah, I can definitely do that to you. And this is at the time where I want to pivot into music, the music industry, because I was doing a lot of fitness stuff and fashion stuff here and there, but I really wanted to be in the music scene. So she asked me to do stuff for her, and I said, yes, I can definitely do that. And it was all free work at the beginning. So this artist that was asking me to do free things for her, she was signed to Flowrider. That's when I really started to take it seriously, and my career took a turn. I went from this kid from this small town called Bradford, Ontario, farm town. Overnight, I was doing behind the scenes for this girl, and then I'm traveling with her. I got to travel across different provinces here in Canada, and I also got to travel to the States, Miami, LA. Got to meet a crap ton of celebrities. Anyone that was affiliated to Flowrider, I got to be on exclusive music videos and sets, and that's how I met Tory Lanez, and that's how I got to be with him during his 24th birthday in Miami. The Tory Lanez subject will be another video. That experience was very, very unique and just random. But yeah, so like take this in. I sold my car, 500 bucks. I go grab this T5i, and it has a kit lens. Now I'm working with this artist who's signed under Flowrider, and I go on tour with her, and I have exclusive access to these people. I'm with these people at the concerts, at the venues, behind the stage. I'm seeing it all unfold. I see how they are, and I'm just a small town kid with a Canon T5i. I'll play some of the videos right now as I'm speaking, but this goes to show you that you don't need the best filmmaking equipment to get started. I was a nobody. I had no experience. I had no money. The camera I had, it was a good camera, but it wasn't the best. The lens was trash. Like the kit lens is just trash, but the versatility of it and the convenience of the system, the Canon system, was all I needed. And that's how I got super connected, and that's how it super jump started me into my career in filmmaking. I because that's the point I want to make. And then from there, a couple years down the road, I then bought the Sony a6300, and this is when I started to learn a lot about like the deeper aspects of filmmaking, like framing, lighting, color grading, and that type of stuff. I think it was like 2016. This camera was a big deal at the time. All right, this little thing can shoot 4K, but it's sampled from 6K, downsampled to 4K. I shot 120 frames per second, shot 60 FPS, 30, and 24 at 1080p. This was a big deal, and look how tiny it is. This is what helped me get serious into filmmaking. So I'm gonna be talking about this more in depth in another video, because right now we're just talking about how I started. But yeah, that's just to give you some context of how I started filmmaking and turning it into a business, or I made it into something that was gonna pay me. Once I started having those experiences and being around celebrities and all that, a lot changed for me. You know, people start treating you differently. Holy shit, man, you made it. Holy crap. And I didn't really make it. You know, I was still struggling. I wasn't charging how I wanted to. I was giving big discounted rates at the time. And that's because I still wanted to network. But it put me in the position where I had more leverage, you know, like I could pull more strings, because now I can say, hey, look who I worked with. I got the opportunity to move to LA for 6 months, and my goal there was to network and be around people, and then hopefully land a big client or get signed by a big client. Guys, there's been so many experiences. Matt Delavino has so many experiences. That's why I wanted to start making these videos, because there's too many things that happened over these years in my head that I never really spoke on. Like I said, I like to document, and this is another reason too, like documenting my experiences, and at the same time I hope it helps somebody. But so I guess the LA video, the move to LA video, can be another one. But in LA I met everyone, man. I met so many people. I was around so many exclusive parties. The Weeknd, Drake, Nav, Felly, Rich the Kid, Jay-Z, Chris Brown, Amber Rose. I've been to parties with Leonardo DiCaprio. I met Zac Efron. We actually said hello to each other. Fucking random. He's funny. So many actors, that DJ Marshmallow guy, Flowrider, Pitbull, Natalie LaRose, Nelly. You know what? We're gonna stop the video here. I'm gonna talk about this, I'm gonna talk about LA, and I'm gonna talk about other things in the next video. All right, hope that that was enjoyable, to say the least. See you in the next video.